first time visiting my channel, I am a reseller that has a closet on Poshmark. And for those of you who are returning to my channel, my catwalkers, thank you. This is going to be a little bit of show and a little bit of telling. I have a couple items I thrifted. They'll be available for purchase in my closet on Poshmark. The first thing is this cute as a button straw tote. Perfect size to take to the beach. Fits in the crook of the arm or you can carry it down low. Very, very easy, versatile. So check it out. Next item is this pink, perfect for spring sweatshirt by Divided, which the left upper on this sweatshirt says girlhood. It's easy to just throw on or wear it tied around your waist when you need something to reach for if it gets a little bit chilly, and we're almost 3 weeks away from spring. Oh my God, thank God. But this would be perfect. Perfect size large. It will be available in my closet. Next item that I want to show you guys, houndstooth jacket by Talbots. This is a size 10. Just want to kind of give you a quick look of what this looks like on. Very easy. I want you guys to be able to see. Cute, right? So cute. Goes with everything. The next thing I want to show you guys is this all leather crossbody bag. One zipper at the top. It has a slip pocket on the inside and it's quilted by Millie. So you can see the name. This is so easy to wear. All you do is throw this across your shoulder and you're ready to go. Easy bag, easy. The last item is this other Coach bag. This is in good condition, has its tag attached, and it has a center zipper pocket. Inside is clean. Be listed for sale, as will the Millie bag. Those are the things that I sourced this week. Let's talk about something that those of you who are in the know about resale, holding on to assets. And when I say holding on to assets, I'm talking about handbags are super valuable if you happen to come across them, whether it be thrifting or whether you go out onto a resale platform to find those things, because an investment into the stock market, if you will. And look, let me just say this. The things that I choose to talk about on this channel are things that I am interested in, and hopefully you are too. Some of the advice that I give here is just that. It's advice. You can either take it or leave it. Regarding handbags, some people may think it's superficial, shallow, whatever. But I'm just trying to give you a little bit of information about how things go in handbag world. And you might be pleasantly surprised, if not curious. Exactly what do I mean when I say some handbags are like more valuable than gold? If you look in your personal collection, you have had bags where you decided, oh, I don't want them anymore, and you get rid of them, and then all of a sudden, what happens? 15 years later, 10 years later, 7 years, oh, that bag pops up again because it is the quintessential it bag again. And I'm going to speak from my own experience about what that means for me when I thrift these days. What am I looking at? What am I looking for? So start with this. That elusive Prada knapsack from the 90s. This is the baby nylon knapsack that everybody had on their shoulder in the 90s. And that was a bag that I had, and it was a bag that I also sold, and I regret that, because what happens is you become interested in it again, and then you are literally either on the hunt for it thrifting or you're on the hunt for it on somebody's resale sites. And because I learned lessons about being very selective about what I decide I'm going to release from my closet. You could really end up costing yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars because you decide you want to downsize. And I understand some people do not look at it from the standpoint of a bag being an investment, but for those of you who are, I'm simply saying be careful. I decided that I wanted to get this again. I've now had this bag maybe 4.5, almost 5 years, and got it for what I consider a pretty reasonable price. I don't even think I paid $250, $275 for it at the time, 4.5, 5 years ago. Try and do that again today. It just is very clear that anything that started out as an original, and when I say as an original, something like this, or something such as the Balenciaga, the first motorcycle bag that Balenciaga did, anything that came out first in a series and you happen to have that original in your closet, keep it. Don't let the pressure of the cycle of and sway you one way or the other. I have some pieces that I probably will never part with because of what I'm noticing that's happening in this whole thrift, resale, e-commerce, re-commerce world. The more desirable a bag is, and when I say the more desirable, I'm talking about the first editions of bags, they create a literal frenzy. And you can find yourself on the chase of something that you owned before, and then you're with all this regret about, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't have the bag, I don't have the bag, I don't have the bag. If you are thinking in terms of what you have as certain styles and types of bags, if your focus is to be two things, some people are straight collectors, other people are collectors with the intent to sell. So I would say research what you already have in your closet and decide what it is that you're going to focus on. In that world of collecting, and you are just about having those things that are curated to what you are going to keep and never going to consider reselling, then this isn't directed towards you. But for those of you who are in the business of getting handbags where maybe 5 years down the line, 7, 10, 12, 15, 20 years, you decide that you want to sell, do your research in brands that you are clear about what it is that is going to hold its profitable value, meaning the base price you paid for it. And we all know what they are, your Chanel's, your Hermes, certain types of special bags like your Prada bag, this nylon knapsack, special things that designers make. Louis Vuitton, like Murakami, those are popular again. The Takashi Murakami bags are popular. The Puchettes are popular again. And I can actually kick myself for selling my LV Puchette. I bought that in 2000. I had that bag for about 4 or 5 years and decided that I wanted to sell it in like 2005, 2006. Had I had it now, you know, the market for those is more than what they even cost. Back in 2000, those bags were no more than $285, $295. Nowhere near the price tag that they're commanding now. You who are buying with the intent to hold, which is low, sell high later on down the road, do your research. Know what it is that you are picking up, and is it a special edition? Is it a collector's piece? Is it something that's special, indicative to a certain artist collaborating with that particular brand? I think that'll help you a long way when you decide that you want to sell the bag. Pay attention to what the catwalks are saying to you. Pay attention to what runways are introducing in terms of a variation on a particular bag. I'll give you a good example of that. This bag right here is one of my favorite Chanel bags. This is the Chanel Rock Chain Flap shoulder bag. This is the extra large version. This bag, because of the fact that it is so large and it is very roomy, seriously spacious on the inside, and because of the fact that I knew that this was something that I was never gonna see again in Chanel. I decided to purchase it. And every time I keep checking to see what the price looks like for this, it's more than what it was initially sold for in the Chanel boutiques. And it's funny because every time I see one of these up for sale, they don't stay very long up for sale. They typically go. And that is indicative of what I'm talking about in terms of a specialty bag. I chose to do something like this, and it's not that I don't have 2.55s or jumbo. It's just that I wanted something like this because it's very hard to find. This is not something that you're going to be able to find, or that they would maybe perhaps consider redoing. That's why my focus was on having something like this, because if I should decide to sell it later on, without a doubt this bag is going to be a profit. When it comes down to looking for bags when you're thrifting or when you're on the resale market, usually the best pieces that are going to retain their value are the limited edition pieces that are more or less the essence of that era. So again, with this bag, that's why I chose it, because I knew a piece that was going to talk based upon the era that it came from. So this bag, I believe, was around 2008, 2009. Talking, 10 years later, almost 11 years later with this piece. And when you have pieces like this, be protective of them. Make sure that you keep all of their materials that come with them, because all of that assists you later if you decide you want to sell it. So if you've got the authenticity cards that come with it, if you've got the sleeper bags that come with a particular bag, if you've got receipts.
Okay, that's cool, but if in the event that the receipt is not available and the only thing that you have is that you've taken the bag to get it authenticated, that's all you have. So just as a side note, remember, sometimes receipts you will not have. Authentication is everything.
With them in their sleeper bags. A lot of the times when people are out thrifting and they see quirky designer bags, or they see a bag and they're sure about if it would be something that they should introduce into their own wardrobe, I say get it. Usually those bags end up being the it bags later on. So pay attention when you're out thrifting. Look at everything. Look at the designers, look at the labels. You never know what it is that you'll end up with that could be of significant value. People look at handbags, especially the higher end handbags, as investments. I know I do. In the long run, they are. And the return on the investment is greater than you ever thought possible or imagined. That's what I wanted to give you guys this week. There are so many things that are up for recycle, for introduction back into being carried. You've seen it. Bags that once were that are now back again. You see those bags out there, grab them, because you might just grab yourself a little pot of gold. With that, you guys, let me know your thoughts and comments in the section down below. You have it bag that you've sold that you regret. You have currently in your closet that is an it bag where you're just like, I'm not going to let it go at all. I love this bag too much. Like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please tap that bell so that you won't miss any notifications. I post every Sunday. Want to be in the loop? Tap that bell and subscribe to my channel. My closet, Concrete Catwalk. You can check it out on POSHMARK. I list weekly there, and usually things that I list in the closet I also share on my Instagram account. I am the Catwalks Concrete on IG. Please feel free to DM me if there is something that you see and you'd like to get it, and we can work it out so that you can before somebody else does. Thank you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for checking in, and I will see you next Sunday.